say $10,000 or somewhere in that range. They start from about 5,000 US dollars and they go to like 10,000 or 15,000 US dollars. That's just for the outer kimono roll. The kimono roll, or the whole outfit of kimono, it takes forever to make a design like that. So the reason why I'm showing you this first is, so local girls, they have this kind of kimono. $1,000 style, the purple one and the silver one. Let me show you the Kamo River. We have some birds, we have some duck right under the bridge. Perfect. So this is the way it is, though. It's like pristine waters, right in the middle of such a big city. Where we're heading right now, Gion. It's on the States. So here, 5 years, especially for the Gion girls. One of the rules they have in place is they're ruled by a mama-san. Mama-san takes care of them. She's like their boss, right? Mama-san doesn't even let them cross the river to the common side without permission. And this rule, it started since 400 years ago in the samurai times, and they still follow those kind of little rules. So you rarely see the apprentice geishas on this side of the river. They're living because they're just following the rules, right? So 400 years ago, and I guess they were very strict. I love how the cherry blossom petals are like flowing in the river. You see the crane birds over there, and nice wildlife coming through. This is like where we do our jogging, our cycling. It's like an oasis in the middle of the city. Become like snow-capped mountains, and then the snow melts, and it becomes a beautiful Kamo River. Oh, we have for clean water. You have fish coming in that only like the beautiful water and stuff like that. And just went over there. Everywhere else in Kyoto, it's like all crammed up spaces where, you're basically facing other neighbors. But here along the river, they have the nice open view. The kabuki here, this is kind of interesting. This is blocking the dogs since the old days. It's a inu yanai. See how they have it on like every single. They were starting in the 70s. When you look at history, it's actually kind of late. So the girl, she decides she wants to be a geisha.
Instagram के सारे जो
like your age. So notice the sleeves are like super long sleeves. Again, this signifies the unmarried lady, the single lady, the cute kind of girl. Notice on so the girls that are living all those
Lijken al die tenten op elkaar.
they get to just share about all whatever they want to do. But here's the $3 million per year. Even if they're not like the top girls, they're still earning like six-figure, low six-figure US dollar per year. And the reason is because now they're like independent contractor type. It's their own business now. So they move out of the okiya, it's their own business. So now they have to get their own room and board. But they earn a cut of whatever the customer. The husband gambles off all their money. Wife starts crying. If any of you like the movie, the Hollywood movie, the Memoirs one, they didn't film here, but all. This represents like the cycle of the life. So open mouth is like new beginning, born. Then we have death and closing for so cycle like guarding. Then we approach the shrine. First thing you're going to see is the bell, but some shrines don't even have the bell. But anyway, the purpose of the bell is to wake up the kami, spark up the energy. So we'll do that because energy starts off is just still, so we have to spark it up. So we liven up the energy a bit. Then this is the way the ritual goes. It starts from 2 bows. Then we clap twice. Some don't have the bell, so we manually wake up the energy. Then this is the interesting part. So now it's praying to the shrine, right? So how are we going to do it? So now it's like, I'm going to run 10 miles of walk. So let me show you some more.
Лучше, ладно.
Давай. Да.
Okay, so since there aren't any follow-up to follow this beautiful shrine, some people will throw in little coins. I want to show you these beautiful handcrafted lanterns. So within that, there's all these little advice, like it'll say that relationship you were waiting for, whether it's love relationship, business relationship, the one you're waiting to enter your life. It's gonna take us. So what this represents first, like the woman's womb, or even the whole universe itself. People the way they did the purification was they would go to a pure water place, like somewhere like Kamo River. And the manner is to tip it up and let the water flow down the handle. And this is kind of symbolic that you're purifying. This is like his gallery.
Oh, this is a wire.
Isn't it beautiful with the cherry blossom?
Yes. Держись, Алан, за меня держись, а я буду делать видео. Давай.
You just want to stand around here. Come over here to the right, then you get the full view.
Вон, смотри, какие зонтики, пошли. Где они, Алан?
Извини, моя собачка стоит больше, чем половина. На $1.
Да, солнышко. Where is it? Кого? Because we were in different city.
Very nice traditional this kind of place. This actual place has
Thank you.
Это дамплинг with sour sweet sauce.
super interesting because we have this little statue, so let me use this as a prop. This is the most famous samurai from 400 years ago, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. He's the one who built the first version of the Osaka castle. This is his famous wife, Nene. Nene, notice how she has a shaved, bald head, right? This is because samurai warrior class, especially if they're like high society, powerful, when they want to go into retirement in peace, if they remain samurai class, they're going to be like prone to like attacks, assassination, political bickering. So they don't want that. They want to have their retirement and peaceful life. So what they do is they shave their heads. They become like Buddhist monks. One is the weeping style. That is the other one is the one to the right. It's more the spiky style, that's the common style that you came to see. The spiky style is called Some Yoshino, and so that style is considered actually more elegant. It's what the high society people, they all had this weeping style in their gardens. So it's not more with their husbands all their life, you know. But towards the end, now they're like freaking out. Like, oh no, I'm gonna be there forever, you know, with him. What should I do? The only way out is, I guess, they get a divorce. And this allows them to go back to their original family's grave. And now, phew, you know, I dodged a bullet on that one. So you're going to be so surprised. It's actually like a trending thing in Japan, getting the divorce to get out of that deal. A bit of how to enjoy Japan. This applies to not just this. And now you're like, wow, they framed this section, so you're like, oh, what's coming next? You're anticipating use this terrain, a slope or a rock. Here's one of my favorites. They use this bridge. Everybody misses what I consider one of the most beautiful trees around, and the strength and vitality of the tree. We have these little tiny branches growing out from the side, like new baby branches, still trying to grow. Look how it's like growing and going out into the garden. It does need some support though. So now instead of some perfect, like beautiful symmetrical tree, that's almost like fake beauty. Now this, if you think of it, isn't this more similar to us? Like, we're not these like perfect beings. Like, we've been through our battles and we have our scars and pain. Other people as well to live. So if you look at it from that angle, it has real beauty, real character. And then when you look out to the garden and see all the trees, this almost becomes, this is something we pay attention to, we're conscious of.
Это рыбки маленькие.
Garden is just all about being in tune, again, being one with nature. They're coming from the shrine, you know, that kind of philosophy. So they're trying to show us different aspects of nature. We just have a small like family altar section, and you know the idea is, you know, because of all our past ancestors, that's why we're here today. So in the mornings, you know, we'll light a little incense, maybe a little bit of offering, fruit or something, and we'll pay respects to our ancestors. That's how we start. For the most wealthy, like Annie, she has a whole area, and this is like her family altar section. So this is just for Nina's family side. And instead of like small pictures like we have in our regular home, maybe one or two pictures of her like brother. But this is like one of the oldest styles of Japanese architecture. Check out all the beautiful wood joinery. They're showing off all the craft and skill. This would have been more like all gold leaf up here. It would have been more vivid gold, more bright colors, red and green. It would have been super beautiful. Check out these pillars, though. Isn't it beautiful? These are all straight wooden pillars. So imagine trying to harvest the wood for that. You can't harvest a tree like this. It has to be like an almost perfectly straight tree. And then these trees, they're not going into the ground. They're just resting on these like stone pillars. So the whole building is just resting on it. It's surprising, you know. How modest. Look at how beautiful and natural it looks like with see the natural curvature of like the tree trunks, how they're using it to create the pillars and everything. The closer you look at it, you notice the craftsmanship. It's all even wood joinery for even this kind of stuff, like the and you know the natural pillars. You know, it looks very modest, but the craftsmanship detail in it is just so top notch. And is that who's the father, right? Like you are not the father, right? Bounce the castle, overthrows it, and burns the whole castle down. And the legend is Nene was, standing right up in this corner, and it was nighttime. She was watching Osaka Castle, her baby, burn in the distance. I'm kind of thinking, Nene is reminiscing of the good old days, how they built this empire from scratch. It must have been so much fun, After the war, there were so many big eyesores in the middle of each town, so they quickly rebuilt it using fake concrete to everything. And there's only 5, or I'm just guessing, or so castles that are full original in all of Japan. And Nijo Castle is one of the full originals. So check out Nijo Castle in Kyoto. It's one of the best. birds, like, what should we do next? So, you know, smart, you know, coming together as one, like kind of like love, right? So two people coming, two different kami, two different people bonding together, twisting and bonding as one. So we have love, we come together, but we talked about how it's about our thoughts, our vision in life. So vision though is not so. Shrine's such a beautiful, mysterious place. What if, you know, share the vision, then boom, you can create your own life form, because you're coming. Then after you come together.